Alright everyone, what is up? It's Russell, and today we're diving into something that's literally taking over the internet. It's called revenge saving. Now I know what you're thinking, another budgeting trend, right? But stick with me because this one's different. After years, and I mean years, of seeing people splurge on everything imaginable, designer bags, crazy vacations, cars they can't afford, the pendulum is finally swinging the other way. People are waking up, looking at their bank accounts and saying enough is enough. It's like a collective light bulb moment, and it's incredibly powerful to see. This isn't just about pinching pennies or cutting out your daily latte. Although spoiler alert, that latte might be on the chopping block. Revenge saving is a mindset shift. It's about taking back control from a consumer culture that's constantly telling us to buy, buy, buy. It's driven by emotion. Maybe a little bit of frustration, a touch of I'll show them, but mostly it's about a deep desire for security and freedom. People are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, stressed about unexpected bills. They're realizing that true wealth isn't about what you own but how much financial peace of mind you have. And that, my friends, is priceless. So, in today's video we're going to break down exactly what revenge saving is, why it's absolutely blowing up right now, and most importantly, how you can harness this energy to transform your own financial situation. We're talking practical steps, real strategies, and the kind of motivation that will make you want to start today. Forget keeping up with the Joneses, it's time to get your revenge on debt and financial stress. We're going to build wealth, create that peace of mind, and do it faster than you ever thought possible. So grab a water, skip the expensive coffee for now, and let's get into it. Alright, first things first, you have to audit your expenses. If you don't know where your money is going, how can you take control of it? It's like navigating a ship without a map. This is the bedrock of revenge saving. Many people think they have a handle on their spending until they see the actual numbers. It's always the little things that add up. The daily coffee, the lunch out, the forgotten subscription. Gather all your financial statements, bank accounts, credit cards, buy now pay later services. Go through them line by line for the last 30 to 90 days. Categorize every single expense. There are plenty of apps that can help with this, like Mint, YNAB, or even a simple spreadsheet. The key is to be thorough and brutally honest with yourself. Once you have all that data, identify your top 3 money drains. Just 3. Focusing on the 3 biggest culprits can make a significant impact quickly. These are the areas where a little bit of change can free up a surprising amount of cash. It could be dining out, online shopping, or that expensive gym membership you've used twice in 6 months. Cutting these things out, or even just reducing them, can be emotionally tough. But with revenge saving, you're not just depriving yourself. You're making a conscious choice to redirect that money towards a much bigger goal: financial freedom. Let's take that classic example. The $5 daily coffee. That's $25 a week, $100 a month, $1,200 a year. Imagine if that's one of your top 3 drains. Cutting that back, maybe making coffee at home, instantly frees up a significant chunk of change. It's not about never having coffee again, it's about being intentional. Then there are the unused subscriptions. Go through your bank statements and look for all those recurring charges. Canceling these is usually quick and easy, and it's pure profit back in your pocket. And let's not forget impulse online shopping. By identifying this as a major drain, you can start to implement strategies like a 24-hour cooling off period before purchasing. Your challenge for this week is to conduct this audit and pinpoint those top 3 money drains. Make a plan to cut or significantly reduce them immediately. The power of revenge saving comes from decisive action. Now that you've audited your expenses, it's time for step 2, joining a no-spend challenge. This isn't about becoming a hermit or living a life of deprivation forever. It's a short-term, focused effort designed to rapidly accelerate your savings and change your relationship with money. For a defined period, say a week, 2 weeks, or even a whole month, you commit to spending money only on absolute essentials. Essentials like rent, utilities, basic groceries, essential medications, and critical transportation costs. Everything else? Off limits. No takeout, no new clothes, no entertainment expenses, no impulse buys. It's a financial fast. This forces you to become acutely aware of every single spending decision. You start asking yourself, is this really necessary? It's like a shock to the system that breaks those ingrained spending habits. Beyond the immediate financial savings, the psychological benefits are huge. You start to differentiate between your needs and your wants. A no-spend challenge helps you cut through all that noise. You discover that you can survive and even thrive without all those little extras. It builds discipline, resilience, and a new appreciation for the things you already have. Choose the duration that feels right for you. If you're new to this, maybe start with a no-spend weekend or a no-spend week. The key to a successful no-spend challenge is setting clear rules before you start. Preparation is also super important. Before your challenge begins, do a bit of meal planning and grocery shopping for essentials. Let your friends and family know what you're doing. Look for free activities. Go for a hike, visit the library, have a board game night. The amount of money you can save in just 1 month of a strict no-spend challenge can be astounding. After the challenge, take the lessons learned and the momentum gained and apply them moving forward. The goal is to take the lessons learned and the momentum gained and apply them moving forward. Use this challenge as a powerful catalyst for lasting change. Step 3 in our Revenge Saving Masterclass is all about making your savings goals happen without you even having to think about it. We're talking about the magic of automating your transfers. This is one of the most powerful yet simple strategies you can implement to consistently build your savings and investments. It's the classic pay-yourself-first principle but supercharged with technology so it happens on autopilot. No more relying on willpower or remembering to do it. You set it up once and it works for you 24/7. The biggest enemy of saving money is often ourselves. We have the best intentions, but life happens. Unexpected expenses pop up, or we see something we want, and suddenly there's not much left over. Manual transfers rely on discipline, and while discipline is great, it's also a finite resource. Automation takes the decision-making and the effort out of the equation. Setting this up is incredibly easy with modern online banking. Pretty much every bank allows you to schedule recurring transfers. The best way to do this is to have a specific amount automatically transferred from your checking account to your savings account on the same day you get paid. That way, the money is moved before you even have a chance to see it in your checking account. It's out of sight, out of mind, and straight into building your future. Where should you transfer this money? A high-yield savings account is a great place. These accounts typically offer much better interest rates than your standard checking or savings account. Make sure it's an account that's separate from your everyday banking. As you get more comfortable, you can also automate transfers directly into investment accounts. Don't feel like you have to start with a huge amount. Even if it's just $20 a week or $50 a paycheck, that's a fantastic start. The key is consistency. That $20 a week is over $1,000 a year. Over time, thanks to the power of compound interest, those small, consistent contributions can grow into a surprisingly large sum. When the money is automatically moved out of your main account, you naturally adjust your spending to what's left. Your lifestyle adapts to your post-savings income. As you get more comfortable with this, you can gradually increase the amount you're automatically transferring. Maybe you start with 5% of your paycheck, then after a few months you bump it up to 7%, then 10%. This strategy isn't just for building an emergency fund. Automating transfers into investment accounts puts your money to work for you. This one habit, automating your transfers, can truly be the cornerstone of your entire revenge saving strategy. Step number 4 is switching to a cash-only system for certain expense categories. Using physical cash can feel like a throwback, but there's a powerful psychological reason why this works so well. The big problem with credit cards, debit cards, and even phone payments is that they make spending almost frictionless. It's so easy to just swipe, tap, or click, and the money is gone. But because you don't physically see the money leaving your possession, it doesn't always register in your brain in the same way. There's a disconnect between the action of spending and the actual depletion of your resources. When you have to pull out actual dollar bills from your wallet and hand them over to a cashier, you feel it. There's a tangible sense of loss, a little psychological pinch, often referred to as the pain of paying. This isn't a bad thing, in fact it's a very good thing when you're trying to be more mindful about your expenditures. The most popular way to implement a cash-only system is by using cash envelopes. At the beginning of your pay period, you decide how much you're going to allocate to specific variable spending categories. You then withdraw that exact amount of cash from your bank and divide it up into clearly labeled envelopes for each category. Identify the categories where you tend to overspend or where you want to make significant cuts. These are prime candidates for the cash envelope system. For example, you might have an envelope for groceries, $150, another for gas, $50, and one for fun money, $75. Once you've decided on your categories and amounts, you head to the bank or ATM and withdraw the total cash needed. Then you physically put the allotted cash into each designated envelope. When you go to the grocery store, you take your groceries envelope. When you're thinking about going to the movies, you check your fun money envelope. Here's the crucial rule: once the cash in an envelope is gone, it's gone. You can't spend any more in that category until the next budget period when you refill the envelopes. This forces you to make choices and stick to your budget. It creates a hard stop that plastic simply doesn't provide. This system provides an immediate feedback loop. You can literally see your money dwindling in each envelope as you spend. This heightened awareness is incredible for changing behavior. If you see your grocery money running low halfway through the week, you're naturally going to be more careful with your remaining shopping trips. Think about how this curbs those little impulse buys. You're standing in line at the coffee shop, and you see a pastry. If you have to take cash out of your coffee or treats envelope, you're much more likely to think, maybe I don't really need that pastry. Give it a try, even for 1 or 2 categories, and see the difference it makes. Step 5 is all about unlocking the hidden cash that's probably sitting around your house right now. I'm talking about selling what you don't use. Most of us have rooms, closets, garages, or attics filled with stuff that we bought at some point, used a few times, and then forgot about. This isn't just clutter, it's potential money that could be fueling your savings and investments. It's time to declutter your life and cash in. The first step is to go through your home, room by room, and be ruthless. Ask yourself, have I used this in the last year? Do I truly love it or need it? If the answer is no, it's a candidate for selling. Think about categories like clothes, electronics, furniture, sporting goods, musical instruments, collectibles, even books or DVDs. Once you've identified a pile of stuff to sell, you need to figure out the best platforms to use. For clothes, sites like Poshmark, Depop, or ThredUp are great. For general household items, electronics, and furniture, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and eBay are your go-to options. To make successful sales, you need to put in a little effort. Take good quality photos of your items, clear, well-lit, and showing any flaws. Write honest and detailed descriptions. Be upfront about the condition, size, brand, and any imperfections. Research comparable items to set a fair price. You want to get a good return, but if you price things too high, they'll just sit there. Be prepared to negotiate a little. Selling stuff takes time and effort, but think about the reward. Every dollar you make from selling something you no longer need is a dollar you didn't have before. Once you sell something, that cash needs to go directly towards your financial goals. Don't let it just get absorbed back into your regular spending money. Have a plan. The benefits of this step are twofold. You're generating extra cash to boost your savings. You're also decluttering your living space, which can have a surprisingly positive impact on your mental well-being. So there you have it. 5 powerful steps to kickstart your revenge saving and really take control of your financial future. We've covered auditing your expenses to find those sneaky money drains, embracing a no-spend challenge to reset your habits, automating your transfers to pay yourself first without thinking, switching to cash to feel the impact of your spending, and selling your unused stuff to declutter and cash in. Each of these steps, on its own, can make a difference, but when you combine them, that's when the real magic happens. This isn't just about saving a few bucks, it's about a fundamental shift in your relationship with money. Remember, revenge saving is more than a trend, it's a movement. It's about channeling that frustration with the high cost of living or past financial mistakes into positive, empowering action. It's about saying no to a culture that constantly pressures us to spend, and yes to building a life of financial security and freedom. The power is in your hands. You don't need a fancy degree or a 6-figure income to start making serious progress. You just need the decision to start, the willingness to try these strategies, and the consistency to see them through. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your revenge-saving journey can begin today, right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. Start small if you need to, but start. Implement one of these strategies this week, then another next week. Build that momentum. You've got this. The feeling of watching your savings grow, of knowing you're prepared for a rainy day, of being in control of your destiny, that's the best revenge of all. So, are you ready to start your revenge-saving journey? Drop a comment. What's one thing you're cutting this month? Like this video if you found value. Share it with someone who's always broke. And don't forget to subscribe for more smart money moves that actually work. Until next time, remember, saving is the new flex.